Okay, so please start with this, 2 to day 2. Pause the slide, copy down the 4 questions, answer these questions for me, and this is what we'll start our next class with. All right, so on the first day of 2-2, we classified triangles, and we know our classifications for triangles. We started with the slope of each segment and the length of each segment. So we're going to do the same thing here. So we have 4 segments, SW, SN, NO, and OW. So the first thing, find the slope of each segment. So SN, rise 2, and I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so SW, rise 2, run 6, so the slope is 1/3. All right, and I would suggest simplifying them for yourself. Okay, next we'll go segment NO, drawing the slope triangle here. I 1, 2, 3, I rise 3, but I run 1 to the left. So ON, rise 3 and run 1 to the left, making it a negative slope. Okay. WO, rise over run. I rise 2 down, and I run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the left. So down 2, OW, down 2, and 6 to the left. 2 negatives divide to a positive, so the slope of OW is 1/3. And then lastly, SW. Okay, rise 1, 2, 3 down and 1 to the right. So SW, 3 down and 1 to the right. So the slope of SW is -3. Okay, so let's check out what we have here. SW and NO have the same slope. So SW and NO are parallel to each other. Secondly, SN and OW have the same slope. So SN is parallel to OW. SW parallel to NO. And SN is parallel to OW. Okay, so what do these two things mean? Automatically, I know SNOW is a parallelogram. How do I know it's a parallelogram? Because by definition in a parallelogram, opposite sides are parallel. All right, so there's 2 pairs of opposite parallel sides. But now look further. Notice the relationship between the slopes. SW and SN, so the slope of SW and the slope of SN, they are opposite reciprocals of each other. So angle S is a right angle. It forms a 90-degree angle. SN and NO are opposite reciprocals, so they form a 90-degree angle. And likewise for the other 2 angles. So not only is snow a parallelogram, but SNOW is a rectangle. How do we define a rectangle? We know that a rectangle is a parallelogram with 4 right angles. Okay, and now let's just do the lengths of each side. Okay, we have our slope triangle set up already, so therefore we can just use the Pythagorean theorem. So Sn is the square root of 2 squared plus 6 squared. Okay, we use the slope triangle. And like we talked in class, I don't want you to simplify these. So 4 plus 36, Sn has a length of the square root of 40. NO, square root of 1 squared plus 3 squared. 3 squared is 9 plus 1. NO has a length of the square root of 10. OW, I know that OW already has the same length as SN. So the length of OW is the square root of 40, and SW has the same dimensions as the triangle of NO. So SW has a length of the square root of 10. Now we know a property of a parallelogram as well. Not only are there two pairs of opposite parallel sides, but I know that they have to also be congruent. So opposite sides, NO is congruent to SW, and OW is congruent to SN. Okay, so we verified that it was a parallelogram. The right angles made it a rectangle, and then we just showed as well that we know opposite sides in a rectangle are congruent. So the most specific justification would be the quadrilateral is a rectangle. Please have the answers to this prepared for class.